Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no! No!
What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then BAM! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
What are you talking about?
The devil's toy box! It's a source of horrible, terrible power. And now it's gone! We're doomed! Doomed!
Stop doing that! What else can you tell me?
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunkape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em!
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks. General Skunkape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunkape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkape since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries.
Unjustly? Don't make me chortle. When you get right down to it, we all deserve to get tossed into the penal zone. You, me, the guy who delivers your deep dish pizzas, all of us, bubbling over with sin and corruption and...
Is there a point to this, or are you just trying to get me depressed?
Sorry, just thinking out loud. Where were we?
As I was saying, since Skunkape's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner.
You can't reevaluate your way out of fate, chump. We're all headed for a pine box and a boilerplate eulogy, and you can't change that any more than a tiger can change his pants.
You possess a very depressing worldview.
It comes with the territory when someone cuts out your partner's brain.
But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise in tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city. Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles.
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh! Ah!
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
That dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings. People in this country are so intense.
The tourist seemed like just another victim circling the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth. Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnacks.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's God-given merengue rights.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it.
What?
You know, the bad side of town, Hoboville, Flemberg, Broken Corners, that area. Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind a crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes.
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunkape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many...
Museum district?
See, yeah, as a child in Europe, I always dreamt of visiting your city's famous museum district with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts. It's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my schulbooks. Anyflugen, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg.
Ultra soup colored what now?
A Weltraumliebebach Zauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else?
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington? Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals. Animals.
Finally, a clue. Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to. Crimetron, do your stuff! What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Grrr. The gorilla was lying to me about seeing Skunkape. I wondered what else he was lying about. I'm back! Now where's Skunkape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkape since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunkape and some other guy. Now, make with the lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian bonobo.
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared.
What's that? A brain remover?
I believe it's one of the toys of power that my general has been collecting for the past 25 Kryleks.
I knew that. Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these...
You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunkape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was gonna lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Crimetron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunkape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and dubiously educational displays with a vengeance. All right, Skunkape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees. It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive?
my superior technological might, necromancer!
Slow it out your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunkape and Paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here! This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
Sam, the interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yog-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed!
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him!
Sam? Aw, man! Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting. Hey, Skunkape!
Yes?
So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone. However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell. What are you doing here, anyway?
The same thing I was doing all those years ago.
Boring me to tears?
Gathering the toys of power so that I might conquer the galaxy.
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh-infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a 5-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio. Oh, I sure hope Sam survived the attack of the minions. I've got a lot of complaining to do.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunkape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here. Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here. Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor. Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now. If you're going to putrefy and decompose, might as well do it in style. Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far. It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear. had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap. Please don't touch, play on or around the pharaoh's brain. I question the wisdom of this sign. Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains. Desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager. It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the freelance police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh. Sal!
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
Sal, why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinkies used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinkies? That's shocking! No, wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking? So why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
He, didn't approve of a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before. See ya, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Phomerean era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists. That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions. It's hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying. The Osmunda Kincadium, aka the boring fern, possessed no interesting qualities whatsoever. That's not nice. I'm sure it was very interesting once you got to know it. Hey, it's a moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way. Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough.
Earthdog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm, just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Skunkape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is, Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Mahila to Skunkape. I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool! Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office. Hoyosaurus henway. The end of the world is predicted by top apocalypsologists. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people-eater. The end of the... Some say the world... Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torment of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of the... Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Hoyosaurus Henway. To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
That is such a raw move.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Yeah. I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side.
We like him. He reminds us of our father.
Really?
Of course not. Our father was a sandal merchant. That's a picture of some sort of unholy hell beast. Really, Sam, you're far too gullible.
Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles.
Ah, the arrow of power. But where is the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found him yet, but here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason.
Whee!
Oh, the subhumanity.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh.
Who is making all that inferno racket? Yog-Sothoth! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yog-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really?
Mahila! Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court. Hey you, Fez guy!
What is it?
How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend, and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then? What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Since my defeat at the hands of your meddling ancestors, I've insinuated myself into the archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd. I hear your museum's getting nice and crispy around the edges.
It's the fault of my idiotic partner and his reckless minions!
So, about Sal.
What about him? Salt of the earth fellow, my Sal. And if the General's smelly hooligans harm just one hair on his antenna, there'll be heck to pay! Heck, I say!
All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here. Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new. That's interesting. Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension. I better not get too close to that thing. I could end up in some other dimension where the laws of physics are inside out, or radio stations are dominated by folk music, or some other nightmarish claw-your-eyes-out scenario.
Teleportation.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less...
Violent?
multisyllabic. Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... Shut up!
This office could use a little tidying up. And a good firm raising. 4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe. Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club.
Rhinoplasty. Teleportation.
Hey Sal, look! 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where? I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Hey guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick. Can't you see we're busy? That's enough playtime for now.
Rhinoplasty.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis! Why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your... mouth. Hey guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
I'm curious. Does your head hurt when you attempt to form complete sentences? Ta.
Hey guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
Beast attacking the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Now invoke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey!
Ouch!
My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
General Skunkape!
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using speciest words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining!
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it!
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
That is so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
By Hammer of Ptah, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis, reality itself will kneel before Sammun-Mak!
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar!
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Sammun-Mak is handsome! Sammun-Mak is cute!
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute!
Oh, you have got to be kidding!
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes! Aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah! Just get me out of here! I gotta find my body! Oppressively grandiose monument to Sammun-Mak the Great, erected by his gratefully besotted subjects, October 10th, 1791. Oh, now I know that's wrong, Sam. Bosco's was standing here right up until this morning.
Bosco never existed, little buddy, and neither did Mama Bosco.
Max, beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold on, Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Sammun-Mak.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do, leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you, anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
So, what now, little buddy?
What about, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it. What the heck is going on with our office?
Oh, we got kicked out of it last week when Sammun-Mak requisitioned it to make way for a new statue commemorating his new high score on Minesweeper.
Where do we work now?
Mostly out of the DeSoto. You know, I hadn't really thought about it until we were kicked out, but we haven't really used our office in months. Well, that was an interesting shortcut. Someday we should get around to properly burying Samuth and Maximus. Hey, mole cultists, how's it going?
Okay. Please don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Hey, aren't you?
To defeat Sammun-Mak, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
Cable television?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Sammun-Mak, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Sammun-Mak. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
But fear not.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several tools to help you in your quest.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
Many mole people sacrifice their dignity and 401ks to steal these infernal amusements out from under Sammun-Mak's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
Wisely. That's adorable. Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Reverend submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Sammun-Mak's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Sammun-Mak's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum. Stinky!
What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This will only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
You look different today, Stinky.
Do you think?
It's the glazed-over mask of idolatry, Sam.
No, it's that.
Ooh, snazzy. Did you get that at the Ren Fair?
Ren Fair! This is the Medallion of Tithing, given to me by Lord Sammun-Mak for offering him a one-of-a-kind gift that was most pleasing to his omniscient eye.
What'd you give him?
Some yak hair pants. They were the only ones in the world.
I'm jealous.
You should be. If I can scrape up a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be sitting at the right hand of Lord Sammun-Mak himself.
I see you brought out your catering truck for another delivery to our magnificent potentate.
Aye, Lord Sammun-Mak can't get enough of my special corn dogs with their secret blend of herbs, spices, and insect viscera.
I want one now! Gimme!
Down you! These corn dogs are going straight to the old king's never-ending buffet table at the planetarium.
Besides, Max, you don't even have a mouth or a digestive system. What would you want with a corn dog? Well,
noticed that, did ye?
So we'll be on our way.
What? No riddles? No discursive queries into the secret ingredients of my mysterious menu items?
We're between cases.
Oh, that body-snatching pharaoh even bamboozled the stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect you from mind control?
Teleportation. Hail Sammun-Mak!
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Sammun-Mak.
Or maybe make a visit to Sammun-Mak's planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders that Lord Sammun-Mak has bestowed on us.
Those all sound swell, guys, but I think I'll let Max pick the destination today. He's in a bit of a funk.
You know who could fix that? Sammun-Mak.
It costs 4 lots of grain to use this payphone. I remember when it was just a half bladder of lamp oil.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Future vision.
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Stupid! Why did I think he'd do one of those lame-o ape moves?
Skunkape, you joke! Why didn't you gaily slap him?
Right in the labanza!
It costs 4 lots of grain to use this payphone. I remember when it was just a half bladder of lamp oil.
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Hail Sammun-Mak.
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Yeah, hail Sammun-Mak. How come your Lord Sammun-Mak hasn't fixed the city's broken-down payphones?
He's phasing in brand new communications technology.
A vast network of vacuum tubes?
Nope, messenger slaves, crawling through a vast network of vacuum tubes.
Rhinoplasty.
Let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do. Okay, let's have a nice firm chat with this body-stealing crock muncher.
That's no way to talk about our divine leader, Max.
Ah, good grief.
Kick him in the scarabs!
Do it!
Ooh!
Well played, General Skunkape. You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
I live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Sammun-Mak's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
What's that?
That is Lord Sammun-Mak's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marvel of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
Corn dogs! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Whoops.
No!
What? What is that? That thing that has defiled our pyramid of corn dogs?
It's, my Eurosnap 3000 SRX camera, my lord.
A camera, eh? Listen up, everybody. We hereby decree that cameras are the most despicable things in the world. If you see a camera, smash it into teeny tiny bits for your lord and master. That is all.
Oh, Bloggerschnoops.
And as for you, into the pit of contrition with you.
Ja. Oh, my crunklies!
Vizier, more corn dogs.
Right away, your wonderfulness.
That was quick.
Confidentially, this happens a lot, so we always have a spare.
The constellation known as the Great Fudgy Stick was previously Eroticus the Joybringer until a Texas school board ruling in 2003.
Whoa! What is that?
It's a fudgy stick, sir. They're a big hit with the kids.
Fudgy sticks? Hey ho, everyone! Sammun-Mak here again. We'd like everyone to know that fudgy sticks are officially our favorite things in the world. We think they're tops. Well, that's it. Goodbye.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Sammun-Mak.
Teleportation. Rhinoplasty.
Look at me, Sam! I'm a low-pressure system! I'm like a cushy government job, but with thunder!
Are you precipitating?
Sure. Precipitating, that's it.
Oh, the weather's turning. I can feel it.
Hey, Stinky.
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Sammun-Mak business to attend to.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia!
You look busy, so we'll let you get back to your work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
Yo, Stinky.
Again with the interruptions. Lord Sammun-Mak won't be happy if I'm late, you know.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemer.
Heretic alert! Heretic alert! Heretic alert!
I'm not a heretic, you blithering Egypt. I've got bad knees.
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No!
I love Lord Sammun-Mak.
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your lord and master, I have been instructed by Sammun-Mak himself to reward you with one of his accessories of privilege, the Ornament of Fealty.
Oh, he shouldn't have.
As you are, everyone.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Sammun-Mak.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers.
Rhinoplasty. Rhinoplasty. Teleportation. Future vision.
What the? Apparently, the future is a hellish nightmare of slow-motion action movie cliches.
I'll be getting too old for that shit.
Stop.
Hey!
Graspy little fella, isn't he?
You'd think his future biceps would have a little muscle tone after all that gladiating.
Rhinoplasty.
You know, maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
A mite peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span.
Sammun-Mak sure does love his corn dogs.
All right, Egypt boy. You can steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Sammun-Mak. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever. So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
What did I miss?
I think you just single-handedly destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
What, again?
Teleportation. Rhinoplasty.
Frankie!
Ah, jeez, as if I don't have enough trouble today. Now I gotta deal with the freaking freelance police.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us fleece our cousin in peace. Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
I believe they are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall. Now be nice while we talk to your cousin. What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind that I can see the future, so I'll know if we'll be slapping you around for lying to us later on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly wagering over Sammun-Mak's, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah. Of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skunkape gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the General's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s.
When General Skunkape finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
No, it's not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max. Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey, guys, wake up!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a bet on the next fight.
Bring him on!
More money for us!
So, which move do you think Skunkape will use next?
I'll put a Jackson on the Simian Sucker Punch.
Sam, since when do you have any cash? And, where are you carrying it?
A, since Sammun-Mak kicked us out of our office, we've been saving a bundle by living out of the DeSoto, and B, none of your damn business.
Touché.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'll take the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
Put me down for 20 on the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
Nice bets, guys, but I'll be raking it in with my 20 smackers on the Gorilla Girly Slap. But first, I gotta get some cash. Uh-oh.
A credit card?
Lord Sammun-Mak hates credit cards.
Pulverize it!
Now, guys...
Don't you want in on that?
They look like they've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How about that funky pendant of yours?
The Pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Sammun-Mak himself. An accessory, what do you call it? Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that and $60.
Hey, good point. I'm in.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Sammun-Mak's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Skunkape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it, yes, the crowd-pleasing Simian Sucker Punch? And the crowd goes wild!
Skunkape, you joke! Why didn't you girly slap him?
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Why did I think he'd do one of those lame-o ape moves?
Come to Papa!
No!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Sammun-Mak.
Works for us.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
Teleportation. Rhinoplasty.
Sam, get a load of me! I'm
For the love of Sammun-Mak, don't say it!
toasty.
That's the second largest stack of corn dogs I've ever seen.
You may have my body, you phony pharaoh, but all your corn dogs belong to Max! Hey, Pharaoh Face, look at me! I'm dancing on the grave of your hopes and dreams!
What is that?
It's a wedge-core toaster, sir.
A toaster, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Sammun-Mak, Lord of all creation. Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole wide world. And if you see a toaster and you want to make us happy, break it into tiny little bits.
Wow, that means every toaster in the world is now utterly and irrevocably destroyed.
But where does that leave toaster pastries?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature.
In 1999, the Wedgeco Electric Company paid $15 million to purchase the naming rights of this constellation, now forever known as the Wedgeco Flying Toaster.
Ooh! What is that?
It's a Wedgeco toaster, Your Omnipotence.
A toaster? Greetings, everyone! This is Sammun-Mak the Divine speaking. From this day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter. Just thought you should know.
Teleportation. Rhinoplasty.
Hey, Sal!
Sam!
I've got a gift for Lord Sammun-Mak.
Oh yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kinda picky. What you got? Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Sammun-Mak's gonna love this. Wedgeco toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
But they've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering, Lord Sammun-Mak has ordered me to present you with one of his accessories of privilege. The Medallion of Superlative Tithing.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate, peon.
Thank you, Sammun-Mak. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
Don't overthink it, Sam.
Sweet hopping Horus on a two-headed asp. I've got 3 accessories of privilege. You know what that means, Max?
We get a free hoagie on our next visit?
No, it means I'm worthy of basking in the transcendent radiance of Lord Sammun-Mak's divine personage.
I'd prefer the hoagies.
You don't even have a mouth. I wonder if I should shave first.
Teleportation.
Wow, that spindly old mole woman's really holding her own against Skunkape.
Who knew that Dame Judi Dench exterior was hiding the ninja skills of Mila Jovovich?
I don't think Mila Jovovich is really a ninja, Max. This should be fun.
Stop! Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Sammun-Mak?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to prove it.
It appears they'll give out accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Sammun-Mak's freelance police have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Sammun-Mak, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome, Sammun-Max. Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
O most mighty and glorious Lord Sammun-Mak, I have something you might be interested in.
Sic-Semper Tyrannis!
Hey now, Missy,
Junior!
be careful with that thing.
Sam, no!
You furry fool! Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
Kill her!
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
I'm sorry, my liege. I can't do it.
What? Ha! Paperweight? How could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. into the pit of contrition with you!
Yes, Your Awesomeness.
Yes, I shall enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin!
I've waited a lifetime for this, Earth Cur.
But we only imprisoned you in the penal zone a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but due to the temporal differences between this dimension and the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, Your Gloriousness.
Yes, Your Wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Max, little help here? Hi-ya!
Oh!
Did that help?
A little, but do you think you can widen the zoom on these visions a bit?
Maybe if I had some hands, I could fiddle with the lenses.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Looks like you're gonna win!
That's very, comforting.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey, Skunkape!
What?
I've been wondering.
What?
Can you get free space gas with your AARP card?
Ah!
You clumsy oaf! Do you know how much that equipment costs?
Woo!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the arena.
Hey! Liberté! Egalité! With Mole! Down with the pharaoh!
La la la. So cool.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie!
Ah, my eyes!
Hi-ya!
Oh! Ow!
Finish him!
I have had enough of you!
I knew you could do it, Sam. Even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here? If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality!
Try not to ruin my face, Sam!
And don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys!
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect, strike me if you can!
I can't, Your Gloriousness!
That's more like it. Go ahead, make my epoch.
Max, give me a hand here?
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right. I'll see what I can do. Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big Loot? Oh, I'll never be a Grand Vizier now. I got a headache. Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing.
Dang.
Don't worry, though. I saved the day all by myself, even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
Hey, nice work, little buddy.
Now hurry up and put my brain back in my body. This jar's starting to fog up.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow. Now let's stow this troublemaking toy box someplace safe before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Sam is coming! Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
This is just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask them?
Max?
Yes?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog, and one that you are no doubt asking yourself even now, along with who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Paperweight survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams? We'll have answers of a sort to these questions in our next chapter. Until then, my friends, sleep well.